I grew up at 2131 Kensington Drive in Dayton. It was a working class neighborhood. Lawns were mowed, kids played, and the streets were kept clean. At the top of my street was a 3-level, 2-story white building. It looked like a square white box with 2 very small square patches of grass in the front. It was right on the corner of Kensington and Hillcrest. It was 1980 and I strapped up my skates as I did every day and rolled through the neighborhood. I'll never forget skating to the top of the street and hearing music. At first, I just hovered in the vicinity, hoping to get as close to the sound as possible. I watched as grown men would happily go into that white rectangle with their cases, talking shit. Even then, I love to talk shit, and I love to hear people talk shit. So, you mean there was music and talking shit? Yeah, that was where I was supposed to be. I was home. That music, that sound, I wanted to see it, so being me, I watched, waited, and when the time was right, I opened the door. The sound came from upstairs. It was a narrow flight of stairs, and on the left I could see a dim-lit room. From the sound, it seemed like it was packed with people, but on closer look, it was only about 6 people in there. I eased closer and saw a black milk crate. I slid in the room, and just as I was about to put the crate down, a man said, "Who are you?" I said, "I live down the street. I skate." And I heard the music. "I just want to sit here for a minute to see. I won't get in the way. I'll sit right here." I sat the crate down close to the door and looked innocent, as much as a 10-year-old can look innocent. "I won't say a word," I said. "Come on, man," another voice from inside the room yelled, and just like that, I was in there. I was in there with it. I was in there with the sound, and it was magnanimous. I'm not 100% sure on the meaning of magnanimous, but I heard it said in church, and I know it's big, so. I couldn't tell you the song being played. I just know between the deep hum of the bass and the crack of the snare, it was the realest thing I had heard or felt. And how the men were almost knowing telepathically where each other would go with music was crazy. They all knew where the music would drop or change. They just knew. I was amazed. They were comrades. They were crew. I listened. Quietly doesn't describe what I was. I was a wide-eyed mute. But whatever, I was there, and I loved it. When I saw that they were winding the songs down, I tipped out on the stopper of my skates and the front wheel and eased down the stairs. Yeah, it was a good day.